This tutorial, I will be showing you how to concatenate, which means to combine the contents of different cells in a way that might be more useful to you. First thing, you've got your field here, a second field. Let's say I want to combine them so that it's first and last name in one cell. That could be really useful if you're trying to do some more advanced formulas. I found that it uh, prevents duplicate results from happening, so this is one that I use pretty often now. What you would want to do is you'll write equals and then concatenate. Then the cell you want to go first, in this case the first name, which would be A2. And you'll open quotes, a space, close quotes, another comma, and then the second field, B2. So when I hit enter, this should read pear space apple. And then Google's awesome. It'll often have an autofill suggestion for you. In this case, we want to do it, so I'll command enter, and there we go. You can do the same thing with multiple strings. So I could do three names, first, middle, last. Same general process, equals concatenate. A2, comma, space, B2, comma, space again, C2, close parentheses. And there we go, first, middle, last. That is how you can use concatenate to combine the contents of different cells. Now, the other thing concatenate does is it basically will combine anything that you want it to. So you could combine the contents of a cell with a formula. So in my next video, I'll show you why that might be useful. Okay, hello again. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the concatenate formula that I was just showing you in conjunction with some other formulas to help streamline counting things in your organizations. Just try to help you save some time and be more efficient there. So first thing I want to show you how to use it are filters. I use this constantly just to filter out my different instruments and things like that so that I can look at all of my bass clarinets or my flutes or my clarinets at once instead of the entire band. Makes it a little bit faster to find the information that I'm looking for. So to do that, I just look for the little funnel icon. If you have your screen, if the width is set smaller, there'll be three little dots here on the right side. If you click that, you'll get the option to click on filter. If you click on it, most of the time, Google is awesome and will put the filter over the correct number of columns that you have in your document. And so that works great. If for some reason Google didn't do that or you're having troubles, you can always just manually select. If I come up here and drag over the column headers, A, B, C, D, hit the filter button, it will create filter for columns A, B, C, and D. Then we just click on the three lines, click on the filter, and you can mess around and see what groups of people you'd like to see. So I usually will hit clear all. And let's say I just want to see the alto saxophone section. So I've got an alto saxophone section here, just full of dummy data, of course. But if I want to see all of the saxophones, I can type in saxophone, select all. Boom! All of a sudden, we have got all of the saxophones listed, and you can go from there. There's lots of ways to do that and sort through it all quickly. But that's what you do. That's how you use filters. Got filters in place on everything. Let's go ahead and talk about how to count. So the formula we're going to use is the concatenate formula that we used before, alongside the subtotal formula. Okay. So step one is let's click on a cell. I usually do it in last name. It's just a personal preference. But I'll click on the left side of this. We can go ahead and clear that out. We'll hit equals, concatenate. And then I'm going to type in the word last with a space. That space is really important. And what this concatenate formula is going to do is it's going to allow us to still have that header at the top of column B that says the word last. But at the end of this, we'll also have a count of how many people are listed in our band, that will change with your filters as you use them. So if you want to be able to quickly count how many drum majors you have in your band or how many flute players you have in your band, you'll be able to do that by using filters and just seeing the number change right up here. So again, equal concatenate and then the word last with a space. Then I'm going to put a comma because this is the second thing that I'm adding in this concatenation. Then I'm going to start a new function. The word subtotal will pop up. Then I'm going to type in 103. The 3 is an adding function, and the 10 in front of that allows it will change the number based off of when I filter. If I just put the 3, it would show the same number no matter what filters I used. Okay, then I'm going to put a comma. Then we're going to type the range that we're trying to count. So in this case, it's B2. And really, it's through the end of column B. So I put a colon. And then sheets is great because you don't have to define a specific cell endpoint. You don't have to type in, B2 through B103. You can just type in B2 through B. And that will work okay. I'm going to close parentheses for subtotal. Close parentheses again for concatenate. And there we are. There are 100 people in our little fake band. Okay, now let's see how many battery percussionists do I have. Okay, looks like we've got 6. Notice the number changed up there. If we want to see how many percussionists we have in general, we can use our filters. Look, we've got 18 percussionists. So you can kind of manipulate that if you wanted to look at how many woodwind players you have. Go ahead and clear that out. You can flute, clarinet. There we go. Got 42 woodwinds. So this is a really simple trick. There are 100 ways that you can count things in spreadsheets. This is just one way that I found to be incredibly easy to set up and then really useful no matter what the context that I've used it in has been. This has worked for me. So just thought I'd share it with you. Thanks.